I'm Jeff from Alta Love. And I almost didn't go live today because I wasn't really feeling up to it. And then I was like, no, do it. And then I was just thinking about love and how awesome it is to love what you do. When you love what you do, you can keep showing up even when you don't necessarily feel like it, but you know it's going to serve you to show up. It's like the whole like fine tuning this thing of like breaking through fears or like doing shit that makes us scared and being vulnerable and like expressing our feelings and all that kind of stuff. When we do that, we raise ourselves up. It's scary though. So a lot of our kind of energetic programming is like fear, fight, flight, fear, no, everyone's gonna fucking attack me and kill me. But actually, we're living like it's not. That's not the world we live in. Like, for the most part, people try to be nice. And for the most part, you know. So, as we work through those energies, it's really important to keep accessing the love vibration. So, why is love the answer to everything? Because, you know, how I see it is that, like, love is the container of all of creation. Like the frequency of love is creation itself. The frequency of love is source itself. Love loves everything. So love is like, oh, you want to fucking kill people and create like darkness and separation? Okay, I love you, so I'm gonna let you do that. And like that's self-love as well. And that's where this whole like ascension thing, when we're really owning and transforming our own emotions, why it's so like kind of almost like trickery on self, because you're just sitting there like like feeling this intense pain, but then there's like this divine bit of you being like, you know, you're forgiven, but like that was you holding that, you know, you chose that experience, and you're just like, okay, I can let it go though. You're like, yeah, you can let it go. So you keep rising. Now I'm really noticing as well this whole like acceleration energy, like the bliss ecstasy, and then like deeper depths of darkness and like bliss ecstasy. And then what I realize is that being able to hold space and contain the ecstasy and the bliss and riding out the densities with a little bit more clarity and awareness. And again, recognizing that there is a collective shift happening, that we perceive ourselves to be alone, but we're never really alone. That's also a very loving thing to remind ourselves of, that you know, part of the fear program is to isolate and be like, you're alone and you're gonna die alone and da da da. And I switched it up. There's a quote in my own book about how, like, yeah, the fear paradigm sees like you live and die alone. Like it's a hard world, just get on by, like not everything sucks, you're totally powerless. And then you flip it, right? And actually, how you can perceive it is we live and die as one. There's only one stream of energy. There's only one infinite source of creation itself, and that is what we can understand as love, but not a conditional love. Not about like he doesn't love me because whatever. No, it's like this totally expansive, all-containing, super duper powerful love that is just light filled and healing, which is part of that kind of, you know, kind of annoying thing about how we have to heal, that we have to feel it. We have to feel our wounds. We have to like acknowledge that there's some pain inside. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so much pain around us. If we're having to own this whole like, okay, I create my own reality thing, and if that's like the next level of human consciousness, then we really have to accept, oh shit, we've created some issues here. We've created some darkness. We've created disparity. We've created separation. We've created fear. Blah, 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 blah. Now we're healing our hearts and being like, you know, and having to rise in love and compassion and having to drop deep into humility, groundedness, presence. That's something these new energies are really like keep forcing the present moment awareness, you know? Be here now, because here is all there is. That's part of this ushering and awakening, is that we're able to really be present with these rather intense energetic motions, right? Emotions that are ushering in a higher point of view, a higher perspective, gives us access to higher dimensional kind of thinking processes. That means more advanced technologies, ideally kind of moving into this idea of free energies and free education. There's new paradigm, thought waves, right? It's just a matter of time before we see more and more and more of these new paradigm communities actually manifesting. They have been for decades. It's just always grassroots, and the mainstream agenda has always tried to kind of demonize, ostracize, whatever, fringe culture or counterculture. And yet now, like always, tidal waves, there's ever like that kind of fringe, all those aspects that have been on the fringe are going to be rising into that mainstream culture, which totally we're seeing. Meditation is like mainstream. Mindfulness is mainstream. Yoga and yoga leggings are mainstream. So we're witnessing that elevation in the mainstream. We have to expect it to continue ultimately and see more and more people accessing greater depths of awareness so that they can shine more light, be more loving creators, and assist in the continuation of the awakening. Here's why step 11 is all about relaxation in the Fearless Life Guide, because ultimately when we rest in peace, it's already done. So the more we just get ourselves to this place of gooey relaxation, like life is good no matter what, we're good to go. We ride out those emotions, but we stay in our presence and we stay in our loving vibration. And we know that this beautiful life will continue to open up to us. That is the mastery of manifestation. Still working on it myself, but I can feel the intuitive knowing all I need to do is chill. All I need to do is chill and be joyful. And then like when different emotions come up, hold space for it and be like, right, I see you. I'm not gonna try to blame anything else on you, but I'm just gonna watch you until you go, and I'm gonna love you. Because a lot of the wounds that have come up personally, I really see the beauty of being able to hold space and practice like loving the wound. Like actually seeing the poor little crying kid who was abandoned or whatever, just being like, oh, you're so lovely. I'm never going to abandon you again, child. I'm never going to abandon you again. There, let's make light of a very profound, transformational, sometimes painful experience. But, this is me probably after crying my eyes out for about an hour this morning. Just more heartache and more like intense, like seeing like I'm being prosecuted, I'm on trial, everybody hates me, no one loves me, and like seeing all these things spitting out of me, crying a little bit, and then like 20 minutes later having a chat with my mom and just being like, hey mom, what's going on, blah 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 blah, no big deal. It's like life, but it's nice. I swear to God, it's nice. Even in the intensity, I can like zoom right back and just be like, wow, I'm in infinite space, but my body is still hardcore shifting some craziness. It's one of those days, isn't it, guys? I've been up since 3:30, or maybe even earlier. I've been up since like 3 o'clock. I might have a nap or go for a walk. Thanks for joining in. I hope you have a great day. Oh, yay, Pete! You make me smile as well. You make me smile as well. Have a beautiful day. Lovely to see you. And I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.